a little while ago. It was a little while ago now. Like you was in that same type of position. You done a tune with you and Gigs.
Okay.
And, yeah, and I see Skepta done the same thing, and and so you will understand what I mean when coming from a grime position, or a position where everyone looks at you as grime, and then you've got to do a tune with someone who's not grime. And not I'm talking about like pop or something where it's nice. I'm talking about grease, where
that's the bad man thing.
Yeah,
and
that
will not even lie to yourself. It's just the bad man thing, and it's not a lie. The bad man thing. It's like I know all of those people, and it's not a lie. So,
but talk to them. What do you know? Like a lot of people think, right. But basing off of character, you will feel like I didn't have no pressure at all, and that. But as an artist, there is pressure there, and you've got to represent yourself right. You've got to do bare things, innit? So, but you yourself, I personally wouldn't feel you would have the same pressure. You would have a pressure. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like I look at it as like they're looking at you as the end game. They're not trying to get you out of it, even though they are.
They're not. They're looking at me like I'm not the bad man, and I'm happy with that because I'm not.
Yeah, you could just do your version. But when
I know like when I went to school, I knew who the best fighter was in my year. I knew who the best fighter was in the 4th, 5th. I just knew. So I just didn't really try and push up my chest then.
Did you have pressure when do you know the tune I'm talking about? Yeah, you remember the tune that you done with
Yeah.
So was there how did that go? Was there pressure on that one?
Of course, because it's his style. It's his style. When you work with people because they're good at something, and then you end up like their style, a bit of your style, like in the end you realize it's just their style. So even if you have a little good day on there, it's not your style. So it's his style. You get me? Like walk in the park, like that's his style. So you can't be better than Gigs at his own style.
Yeah,
you can't. It's impossible. Like he. Yeah, trust me. He's all his mixtapes, everything that he did. He actually was serious about it. Like he wanted to, you know what I mean? So, but you, obviously, it's fine for you to do that. And Shower Malik, Kemsey, what you've got is just Badman on the rhythm, which is fine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
but it's still. But see, Badman pressures are different, you know.
They are, but you know what? As long as you let people know how wicked you are and how far you're prepared to go, then you survive in the Badman world. Like I know man who wasn't a bad man, and then once someone robbed them and kidnapped them,
became a bad man.
They saw him. Yeah, now he's a bad man. He's shooting at everyone. Goodbye. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So did you? We see that you had some connection issues there. Like, did you hear the whole of that song? Yeah.
Yeah. I heard Janaea rang me, but I heard up to Kemsey. Who was after that?
See, oh my God, I can't believe you didn't hear my verse.
Was you before Kemsey or after?
No, I was after him still. So I wanted to hear how like I said, you're someone I know that's at least been in that position. Why for that? Like,
yeah.
Of stuff, and a lot of people, like I said, they assume that because obviously, like, man's on a bad man thing, innit? But that's got, no matter how much of a bad man thing you're on, putting that into 16 bars and doing, and maybe in your own world, like in grime or wherever you're coming from, then you're still known for whatever you're coming from. But when you step into another world, being able to be that same person or and comfortable, it's not easy. And I see that your approach to that one when you went around,
it's not easy.
You didn't go the bad man route. Like, you know what I mean? Because, and that's another thing what I rate, and people knowing how to stay in their lane, stay true to their character. You know, it's easy to, when you go on songs, which I see people, they try to morph into the baddest man on the song. Everyone's trying to, rather than just being the best version of yourself and displaying that. And so that's what I respected about when you was in that position of tunes with bad man or whatnot, because you can fuck up by even trying to be too bad.
You can. But the only, obviously, if you're from the road, it's okay. If you're a bad man from the road, then there's no problem. It's like if you do Yardman Grime. all the yard man on Grime's going to be good. If you put one non-yard man, he's going to stand out, isn't he?
No, but you know what it is? Here's another thing, though, that I still haven't quite seen being tested yet. See, all these, like, English yardman MCs, I ain't seen them stand up against real yardman. I like test
Yeah,
that.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
So I hear it and that, but like I said, if like, for instance, like
I know what you mean.
I look
know
at some of the hurdles that I've had to jump through in it, and you've had to jump through, or like if man's bad, man has to spit around bad man. If man's got like some like super flows and that, like then you got to go and spit. I see you do tunes with like Devlin, these what you're not hiding in it. Like for instance, whatever's called for, you have to deal with, innit? If someone's badding up the dance, you got to bad up the dance now. So what I mean is that when we talk about the English yardie MCs, like I ain't seen them tested, or I've seen how sick they sound around yardies. Like I'll go around rappers, innit? I've got a tune. I haven't even put it out, you know, but I've got a tune with Core Mega. I've got a tune, like, man are testing ourselves, innit? And some people, they stay in a comfort zone, innit? Because in that comfort zone, you just stay as how they know you, innit? But part of evolution and even testing yourself is putting yourself at least, if not around your idols, but like around people that really do what you're trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just my perspective on it. They might think to themselves, look, this is my style. I don't care about linking up with anyone. Like I'm just doing me, innit? And that's great, innit? They can do their thing.
Someone on that tune stuck to their style and stayed spitting slowly.
That was Shower Malik.
Right. See?
That was Shower Malik.
Listen to me. Listen. When you've got a style and it's set in stone, right? That's your style. You're in the door because that's your style, right? And no matter where you go, as long as you stick to being that person, you're gonna win.
I don't think that was an accident on this particular tune, because
no, because he did it on drill.
No, we know what happened. Yeah, we didn't all like go to the studio at the same time, so I think that was more like intentional from Spray. Like he sent us all the song individually. Even when me and Shower Malik was arguing on I was gonna say, yeah, you was arguing, but you know, at that particular point in time, we was already on the same song. Okay, but we just didn't know. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So it would have been a bit mental. It was mental. Like, obviously, like, it didn't just pattern out, innit? Like, it got patterned, innit? So when it was unpatterned, one of us had to come off the song. Okay. Yeah, one of us had to come off the song, but fortunately, like, he got patterned, innit? It didn't go that way, and then now we appreciate the song even more. Like, because no one copied no one, everyone just done their thing. So there's no reason to, as much as like fans might be like, oh, they had an argument, they must be talking about each other or whatever, that we're not in it. So yeah, but then that one got patterned. Like Malik's corner still.
Also, if you're happy, then it was the right thing to do.
Yeah,
if you're not happy,
I'm on it even more when it's, you know me, I'm about foolishness, innit? So like that will make me do it even more if it was that, but that weren't the settings when I got the song in it. It was like I just liked the instrumental and the chorus. I hadn't even heard Young Spray's verse, so when I did hear them all together, I was like, oh my god, like now we need to hear if I'm standing up or not. And then just from the feedback alone, my own ears told me that, like, yeah, all right, cool, you done all right on this one, innit? So yeah. They're not going to say nothing, but we have to champion our own songs, innit? Especially if we...
Well, you got to keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going and all. Don't just make one bad man tune, you get me?
No, but do you know what is, yeah? Like, you got to... You see, when it comes to these type of stuff, you know, there's a lot at stake, innit? Like, for instance, for other bad man, like, I'm a problem. Like, you don't want to, like, jump on a tune and lose whatever you think not jumping on the tune will save you, innit? Like, only some people, yeah, actually on risking anything, especially when you seem to be like, I'm not a new rapper and that, but it seems that like they seem to have some newfound recognition of man from being on RTMs or from doing spaces or whatever. So the block has to get spun again, innit? So when the block's getting spun again, some people know Wagwan and some people don't. For some people, it's actually a surprise that you put a good verse together or whatever, whatnot. So that's my element of surprise to these new rappers or whatever. Anyone I meet, I'm like, you try to network or whatever, whatnot. But for my people, it's like they should have knew what time it was. They should have knew what time it was, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's another one, like I said, we make lots of songs in it, so it's not about unless it's the one song that's bought us the new house or the McLaren or something. We're not really too penny in it. It just goes with it in the bad man list. You get me? But
yeah,
as a tune, it is in this year, so I can talk on it. I can play on it. I'm still championing it to the end of the year, even next year. Until we make another one.
You're happy about it. You're happy about it. I can hear it in your voice.
No, do you know what?
You're trying to hold it back.
No, do you know what?
You're happy.
No, do you know what? To tell the honest truth, I made the song about a year before it was released. Shower Malik went Joe, innit?
Okay.
So he would, to tell the honest truth, that happiness that you're talking about, maybe in the first month or two of it being made, because I wasn't even, me like an idiot, I flipping got into a 10v10 with someone on here, and I played my verse in it and chorus. Yeah, that was it. I was banned from getting the whole tune. Rare. So I was just like a fan, just like everyone else. I heard it when it came out. So that the happiness of any tune making it to the full way, like Spotify, there's not just a tune being out on YouTube. I was just happy that it came out and they can buy it, they can get it, whatever, whatnot. Not because of the money side of it, just the professionality of it, that we're releasing stuff properly in it. Because in my career, like type of thing, that has always been like a little obstacle. They can't really get it how they're getting everyone else's stuff. So I was happy in that sense.